There is a mistake that could be sabotaging your prosperity without you even realizing it. A simple object on your table could be blocking your abundance, holding back your energy, and closing off your pathways. Deepak Chopra has revealed a secret on how to transform this space into a portal of wealth and balance. But beware, if you don't know how to use this knowledge correctly, you could be attracting the opposite of what you want. What really happens to the energy in your home? Find out now. Chapter 1. The hidden power of your table, the secret that few people know. What's hidden on your table can completely change the energy of your home and your life. Have you ever stopped to think about the invisible impact that this apparently simple object has on your reality? Many see the table only as a piece of furniture where we place objects and eat meals, but the truth is that it is an energetic epicenter capable of attracting or repelling prosperity. In spiritual traditions and in the study of feng shui, the table is considered the energetic umbrella of the house, the point where the vibrations of abundance and balance are concentrated before spreading to the rest of the environment. If used correctly, it can become a gateway to prosperity, opening up paths and amplifying the opportunities that come your way. But if neglected or loaded with the wrong elements, it can become a magnet for blockages, ruin, and stagnation. What you put on your table isn't just decoration, it's a direct reflection of your energy and what you're calling into your life. There are objects that act as powerful catalysts for abundance, while others drain vitality and create invisible barriers that impede the flow of blessings. But how do you recognize these elements? How can you use the table to your advantage and avoid energy traps that compromise your well-being? Right now, you could be making a serious mistake without realizing it. A simple daily habit that could be sabotaging your finances, your emotional balance, and even your health. But there is a secret that few people know about: 5 specific objects that, when placed on the table, activate hidden forces capable of transforming your life. These elements were used by ancient cultures to attract prosperity and balance, and now you will have access to this knowledge. And at the end, I'm going to reveal the fatal mistake that many people make without knowing it, and which could be closing their doors to success. So stay tuned, because what you're about to learn could completely change your reality. Chapter 2. The secret power of bread on the table. Among the most energetic elements for the table, there is one that is simple every day and extremely powerful: bread. More than just food, it is a symbol of prosperity, abundance, and connection with the divine. Since time immemorial, bread has been considered a gift from the gods. Ancient civilizations saw the act of placing bread on the table as a call for abundance to inhabit the home. In Feng Shui and Buddhist traditions, it is believed that bread serves as an energy channel, allowing the energy of abundance to flow freely into the house and into the lives of those who live there. But it's not enough to simply leave a piece of bread on the table. There is a secret ritual used by spiritual sages and energy masters which can enhance its effect and turn your home into a true prosperity magnet. The key is intention and positioning. For the energy to be activated, the bread must be placed on the table with awareness and purpose. It shouldn't be left anyhow or thrown haphazardly. Tradition teaches that when you place a loaf of bread on the table, you should mentalize your intentions, visualize abundance coming to you, and give thanks in advance for the blessings that are yet to come. But there's an even deeper detail: the way the table is set directly influences its energy. Many people make the mistake of using their desk only as a support space, accumulating clutter bills to pay and objects with no purpose. What they don't know is that this carelessness directly interferes with the energy flow, creating invisible blockages that prevent prosperity from manifesting. Have you ever stopped to look at the way your desk is organized right now? What's on it right now could be pushing away opportunities and limiting your achievements without you even realizing it. Now imagine that instead, your desk becomes a vibrational channel for clean, prosperous, and harmonious energy. Imagine that every time you place bread on it, you are sending a signal to the universe, declaring that your home is a space receptive to abundance and success. The bread on the table isn't just a detail, it's an energetic key that can unlock abundance and open doors that seemed locked. But if that sounds powerful, wait until you discover the second object, which acts as a real protective shield against negative energies and spiritual blockages. Chapter 3. The Hidden Secret of Fruit on the Table. If you've ever visited homes that convey a sense of harmony and welcome, you've probably noticed that one of the most common elements on their tables is the fruit bowl. And this is no coincidence. There is an energetic and vibrational reason for this. Fruits are not just nutrient-rich foods. They are living sources of energy elements charged with vitality and high frequency, capable of completely changing the atmosphere of a room. In Feng Shui, it is believed that a table without fruit is a table without life, and a table without life is a home without prosperity. But here's the most important detail: not all fruits have the same energetic power. Some are more effective for attracting money, others for promoting health, and still others for opening up spiritual and energetic paths. Knowing which fruits to use can make all the difference to the vibration of your home. The apple, for example, is known for being a symbol of harmony, love, and well-being. Having apples on the table strengthens family relationships and promotes peace and balance in the home. Grapes, on the other hand, are directly associated with prosperity and the multiplication of resources, and have been used for centuries in rituals to attract wealth. But there is an even deeper secret about the presence of fruit on the table, a secret that involves spiritual protection. The energy of the house is not only determined by who lives in it, but also by who visits it. We often come into contact with people who carry dense energies and who unintentionally bring these vibrations into our environment. The fruit bowl especially, when it contains citrus fruits such as oranges and lemons, acts as a vibrational shield, absorbing and neutralizing negative energies before they spread throughout the house. Have you ever entered a house where the atmosphere seemed heavy, charged, as if there was an invisible energy making everything difficult? This heaviness may be related to a lack of energy, transmuting elements, and fruit is one of the most effective ways of restoring balance. And now, imagine the power of combining these two objects, bread and fruit, on your table. A prosperity channel and an energy shield together, acting to transform your life. But what happens when you don't take care with the objects you put on the table? What happens when, without realizing it, you introduce elements that generate invisible blockages and limit your growth? Chapter 4. The mistake that could be closing the doors to your prosperity. If so far you've understood the hidden power of your table and how certain objects can turn this space into a magnet for abundance, now it's time to reveal the big mistake that many people make without realizing it. A mistake that could be blocking their financial and emotional growth and even their inner peace. Many people believe that the energy in the house renews itself as if it were a natural process. But the truth is that nothing in the universe remains stagnant. Just as the body accumulates toxins and needs cleansing, the energy in the house also wears out and absorbs vibrations that can become real invisible chains, trapping your life in cycles of difficulty. The big problem is that most people put objects on the table that carry a dense energetic charge without realizing that they are actually weakening the natural flow of abundance. And among all these elements, there is one that should be avoided at all costs, as its impact can be devastating. Accounts payable. Yes, this simple habit of throwing bills, invoices, and billing documents on the table is actually an unconscious ritual of scarcity. On an energetic level, The table should be a place of nourishment, union, and abundance. But when overloaded with papers that symbolize debt, worry, and financial obligation, it becomes a vibrational field of anxiety and restriction. And here's the scary thing: the more you reinforce this vibration on the desk, the more this energy spreads to the rest of the house. If your desk is constantly cluttered with papers related to spending and financial commitments, this creates an invisible pattern that conditions your mind and your environment to operate on the frequency of lack. Think about it. If the desk represents the distribution of abundance in the home and everything on it reflects directly on the energy of the home, what are you actually spreading by leaving those bills on the desk? But if this is one of the biggest mistakes that could be undermining your prosperity, there is a secret to reversing this situation and transforming your table into a veritable altar of abundance and well-being. So have you been making this mistake, or did you just know about it? Let me know in the comments. Chapter 5. The purification ritual that activates your table's energy. Now that you understand that the table is not just a piece of furniture, but an energy portal, it's essential to learn how to purify it and align it with the frequency of prosperity. And for this, there is a simple but extremely powerful ritual that has been used for centuries in spiritual and esoteric traditions. The energetic cleansing of the table begins with the removal of all the negative vibrational charge that has accumulated over time. Often without realizing it, the table absorbs family arguments, thoughts full of worry, and even external influences brought by visitors who carry dense energies. The first step in this ritual is to completely clear the table, eliminating any unnecessary objects and creating a clean, free space so that energy can be renewed. Once this is done, it's time to apply the purification mixture, a secret used for generations to dissolve blockages and restore harmony to the environment. This mixture is made up of 3 essential elements, each with a specific energetic function. Water, which represents flow and renewal; salt, which acts as a spiritual purifier; and vinegar, which cuts negative vibrational patterns and neutralizes stagnant energies. As you pass this solution on the table, think that all the accumulated charges are being dissolved and that the energy in your home is being restored to its purest and most prosperous form. But here's a crucial detail: it's not enough just to physically clean the table. For the transformation to be complete, you need to intend the energy you want it to manifest from that moment on. This means that after cleaning, it is essential to place objects on the table that symbolize abundance, harmony, and protection. It could be a loaf of bread to represent abundance, a fruit bowl to attract vitality and health, or even a small container of salt to serve as a continuous energy filter. What matters here is the intention behind each element, because everything we put on the table becomes a direct reflection of the energy we want to manifest in our lives. And now that you know how to activate the power of your table, there is one last detail that needs to be revealed. There is an object that many people place on the table without knowing that it could be closing the doors to prosperity and creating an invisible barrier that prevents abundance from flowing. This object is very common and could be on your desk right now. And in the next block, you'll discover what it is, why it may be sabotaging your life, and how to eliminate it for good. Chapter 6. The object that may be sabotaging your prosperity without you knowing it. Deepak Chopra explains that abundance is not just a financial concept, but a vibration that you constantly emit and receive. And just as there are elements that amplify this energy, there are also those that completely block it, creating an invisible field of stagnation. But there's a detail that few people realize: these blockages are often present in your own environment. And one of the biggest saboteurs of prosperity could be on your desk right now. According to Chopra, Money that is disorganized and left on the table in any way could be blocking the flow of abundance in your life. It may seem contradictory to think that money can get in the way of your own circulation, but according to the principles of vibrational energy, the way you handle it determines how it flows to you. Money needs to be treated with reverence, says Chopra. If it's scattered around, mixed up with bills, documents, and collection papers, what does it represent in your life? Confusion, disorder, and instability. This energetic pattern manifests itself not only in the environment but in your financial reality. He explains that by dropping notes and coins without a defined purpose, you are conditioning your mind and your vibrational field to operate on the frequency of uncertainty and lack of control. This small, seemingly harmless habit could be creating an invisible barrier that prevents more money from reaching you. To reverse this situation, Chopra teaches a simple but powerful method: give money a sacred space. Set aside a special container, a wooden box, a small safe, a space where it is protected and organized, Chopra advises. And above all, program the energy of that money. Before putting it away, hold it for a few seconds and say, "I am grateful for this energy of prosperity that comes to me. May it multiply and bring even more abundance." This simple gesture completely changes the vibration of money in your life, transforming it from a symbol of worry and scarcity to a channel of prosperity and security. But Chopra goes further. He teaches a ritual that activates the energy of the table and transforms it into a true portal of wealth. What did you think of the content so far? Let me know what you think. Chapter 7. The secret ritual to boost your table's energy. According to Chopra, the table is not just a functional piece of furniture, but a powerful energy field that can be programmed to attract or repel prosperity. The table is the space for exchange, sharing, and nourishment, both physical and spiritual, he explains. If you know how to activate this energy correctly, you can turn your home into a veritable magnet of abundance. To do this, Chopra teaches a specific ritual used by spiritual masters throughout history, which purifies the energy of the table and aligns it with the vibration of abundance. The first step is to completely empty the table, removing any items that are not in harmony with prosperity. Next, he recommends applying a purifying solution made up of 3 essential elements: water, which symbolizes flow and renewal; coarse salt, which acts as a spiritual purifier; vinegar, which cuts negative vibrational patterns and neutralizes stagnant energies. Pass this solution over the surface of the table with full awareness that you are cleaning not only the physical dirt, but also any energetic remnants that may be impeding the flow of prosperity, says Chopra. But the secret of this ritual is not just in the cleaning, but in the intention you put into the process. After cleaning the table, Chopra teaches an energetic activation process that involves placing symbolic elements on it. Place a loaf of bread to represent abundance, fruit to symbolize vitality, and a small container of salt to serve as a continuous energy filter, he suggests. The energy in your home will be directly impacted by these elements because everything we place on the table becomes a reflection of what we want to manifest. This ritual can be repeated whenever you feel you need to renew the vibration of your home, especially in times of transition, financial challenges, or when you notice that the energy in the room is charged. But the table is not just a channel for prosperity. It can also be programmed to become a protective shield against negative influences, as Chopra explains below. Chapter 8. Turning your desk into a protective shield against negative energies. Chopra reveals that the desk has a hidden potential that is little explored: its ability to repel dense energies and create a safe vibrational field within the home. Every day we come into contact with different energetic frequencies, at work, on the street, in interactions with other people. Without realizing it, we bring vibrational charges into the house that can accumulate on the table, contaminating your environment, he explains. To prevent this from happening, Chopra teaches a simple but extremely effective method, the energy circle technique. This method consists of placing strategic elements around the table to create an invisible protective barrier, preventing any negative vibrations from settling in the space. The three essential elements for this circle are white quartz or amethyst crystals, which filter and transmute negative energies. A small bowl of coarse salt, which neutralizes dense influences. Rosemary or laurel branches, which raise the vibration and strengthen the protection of the environment. Chopra advises that these elements be positioned at or near the edges of the table, forming a field of stability and harmony. This prevents any negative charge brought in from the outside world from settling in your home, he says. The table becomes a point of balance and renewal, ensuring that the energy of the environment always remains aligned with prosperity and peace. But the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge now? The decision is in your hands. You can continue to treat your desk as a simple object, or you can turn it into a real portal for change and opportunity. When you realize that every detail of your environment influences your energy and consequently your life, you begin to make more conscious decisions, Chopra concludes. And these decisions are the key to creating the reality you want. The choice is yours. Now that you know how your desk can transform your life, let me know in the comments which objects do you already have on your desk and which do you want. To add, I want to know your opinion and your experience. If this content made sense to you, don't forget to like it. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because I'm always bringing you new discoveries and teachings to help you achieve balance, abundance, and evolution. See you in the next video.